Yay! Comic-Con is over! Woo!
Hey guys, it's Joey and Carlos again, reviewing conventions in New York City. We're gonna talk about New York Comic-Con. New York Comic-Con.
Which beat out San Diego 2 years in a row.
Yeah, so, quick roundup. We only went on Saturday, which I guess we couldn't give a full evaluation of all the days of Comic-Con, but we will give you our experiences from the one day, which I think we both could agree on were really good.
Yup. Seeing how I went last year, it was a lot. I felt it was a lot more crowded, and I mean, from what I was wearing, which Joey will pop up a picture, I cosplayed as Neptune from Ruby, an online show that some people may or may not know. Wearing a leather jacket with a dress shirt and a t-shirt underneath, and it gets really hot in there.
So you want to talk about the show floor? I thought it was crowded. I'm gonna start saying it was crowded. It's Jacob Javits Center is a big place, but it's not big enough to hold a Comic-Con like crowd. Other than that, I loved it.
I enjoyed it too. I didn't take as many pictures as I did last year. I actually was in a photo shoot for the Ruby cosplayers. Never knew that was gonna happen. I was walking around, and they freaking dragged me to it. Loved it.
I met a couple people that I knew from the internet, and I also met the people that work on Dr. Puppet. If you haven't seen that yet, check that out. It's basically they have Doctor Who puppets, and they do little short animation shorts. And they're actually running an Indiegogo campaign to fund their Christmas special, which should be awesome if they get the funding. So go check that out and support them.
Yeah, and I know for the most part, well, we tried getting to see some of the people. We were hoping to see Bill Nye the Science Guy, but
that's something I want to talk about. The panels and the signing deal, it is not very well organized as of yet. I know they're still tweaking it because Comic-Con is getting way bigger than it was maybe 10 years ago.
Yes, but I mean, I did get to see some of the people that I wanted to meet up with. I actually met some people from I also met people from Instagram that I followed, and they're cosplayers. I did not expect to run into them. It was just by luck that I did, and they are some of the nicest people I've ever met. Also, I also got to meet some people from Rooster Teeth, which made me a happy boy.
One thing that I hope they do differently for next New York Comic-Con is get maybe bigger locations, because I had a situation where I got in line for the Doctor Who panel, and I was waiting in line for about an hour, and they said the room was full after I had been waiting there for an hour, which killed an hour of my Comic-Con time. Which going one day, it sort of sucked. But that's one thing I really hope they change for the next one. Get bigger rooms if you can, or get the panels hosted elsewhere.
Yes, because we couldn't see Bill Nye because of that. We couldn't see the Batman one because of that. And while I was waiting in line for Rooster Teeth, he was waiting in line for Doctor Who. And because of, I almost did not get to make it to see them because I wanted to see the actual director and the voice actors. And I literally made it by this close. Some of the best moments. Number 3 would definitely have to be meeting the people that I wanted to meet. Number 2 would actually get to be taking the pictures of some of the people I met. And number 1 for me is meeting that guy with the awesome costume he had a sign saying, "I'm looking for Anaconda," and he had a basket full of buns.
That guy, I think, wins Comic-Con. I saw pictures of him on Tumblr, and people were freaking out.
He blew up on Tumblr.
Some of my favorite moments from Comic-Con were also the buns guy and meeting the Dr. Puppet people and just seeing the cosplay and seeing what cool shit they had going on there. I saw all the Batman stuff, and they had the huge Hobbit exhibit or booth. I really wish I got to see some panels, which is why I think maybe next year I'm gonna go more days.
Yeah, I will also be trying to get the 3-day pass, which that should be addressed because of the whole squatter problem.
Yes, yeah, the scalpers.
Oh, scalpers, that's what they're called?
Scalpers.
Scalpers, okay, I thought they were called
Squatters are people that live in houses that nobody lives in it. So we urge the Repop and the people that run New York Comic-Con to fix that. Yes. Fix that within a year. You have a year. It doesn't take that long to fix whatever server you're hosting these on. So that's pretty much our evaluation of New York Comic-Con 2014.
Hopefully we'll go again next year.
I have a video with a couple shots from the actual floor and all around the convention center. If you want to go check that out, I'll put a link in the description.
You can check out our Instagrams, because we have some, or you can just type in the hashtag NYCC. Besides that,
What are you kids doing? Go.
Batman's in my basement and he has grenades made of streamers. So that's New York Comic Con. This is Joey Pedras. That's Carlos Lopes. And this is my channel. Follow him on Instagram. Follow me on Instagram. I'll put links in the description below. You want to say anything, Batman?
Justice.
And follow Batman at justice.com.
Yeah. And see him in his new movie, Batman vs Superman.
Yeah.
Dawn of Justice.
Alright, whatever. I'll see you guys later.
We love you.